Now, out to the back garden we go for some more. Yes, you got it. Edible chrysanthemum shungiku. These are my biggest and best, are they? I mean, the other ones give them a run for money. This one definitely has more flowers than anybody. Probably be flowering tomorrow. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, I could stake it up. I could. And try to train it to grow. I mean, this thing's going on 4 feet. Or leave it like that. We'll see. Here's another one. And yes, both of these are just one plant. This one is another one a little bit more bushy. And obviously it's growing to that habit. Funny how the other one was like long and lanky in the green stalk, and I have a long and lanky one here, and then a bushy one. Let's see, shungiku, also known as edible chrysanthemum, Glibionus coronaria. Like I said, it's this is a part of the Asteraceae family, and also known as chop suey greens. And it has a high nutritional content, which includes high beta carotene. Little bunny rabbit over there. Okay, focus. So this is I've been having lots of pest pressure with deer. I think deer, perhaps the rabbit, definitely the groundhogs. So I've been protecting my plants as much as possible. Smile. You're on camera. Say what's up, planter. You got yourself some snake berries, false strawberries. Focus, LB, focus. Okay. In here, we have another bee balm, wild bergamot. I believe that is one plant doing very well. All of these used to have that kind of purpley burgundy color, but when the heat came on, they became much more of a light green. Here's another example. This is one plant for sure. And you see what's happened over here is that it's growing under this the grass clippings mulch that I used as mulch. So we've got it here and here, and this is probably by far my biggest wild bergamot plant. Okay, and this is a beautiful looking Roman chamomile. I think this one is the best looking. Of course, it's in ground. Sorry, I'm not getting a good view of it. See through. Oh, you can't see. Sorry. Yep, and you see it's getting ready to flower. This is the bushiest. I think it's kind of the healthiest looking. And the reason I say kind of is because in between the edible chrysanthemum is another Roman chamomile. This one is tall and lanky as it reached for the light to get out of the shadow of the chrysanthemum. But you see it's flowering. Very, very dainty little flowers. And let's say a little word on Roman chamomile. I found 2 different scientific names, Anthemis nobilis or Chamomillum nobile. It's also known as garden chamomile or English chamomile. It's another member of the Asteraceae family, and it's known to reduce stress and promote sleep and overall relaxation. I think most people are familiar with German chamomile. I don't know the difference. This is my first time growing this. I will give an honorable mention to this chamomile that was planted here a while ago and was munched down, and it is somehow managing to survive, probably because whatever stopped eating it. But since I was certain that it was going to die, I planted my lemongrass finally. She's very little. This is just grass. And that's what's amazing to me, having grown lemongrass, this being my first time. I'm like, I was looking at it like, is that really lemongrass? Or is that grass? And after the last video, I hate to do it because it seems like such a small plant, but I took a leaf and I scrunched it up and smelled it, and I was like, oh yeah, yep, that's lemongrass. Now, I had 2 of these. They were rather difficult for me to germinate and even grow. I don't know what happened to the other one. It was in a little pot, and I don't know if it died or if I'm sorry, I don't know. But okay, let's say a few words about lemongrass. Now, all these things I shared in, these are just pieces of what I shared in my entry video, and I thought maybe it'd be good to come back and revisit. So lemongrass, this one is Cymbopogon flexuosus. It's also known as Malabar grass. It's related to citronella grass, and there's over 100 different species. It's used in soups, salads, curries, teas, and cocktails. My first time growing this, and I'm very excited about it. Now, I also attempted to grow saltwort, which is Salsola komarovii, Japanese culinary herb and green. I was not able to germinate that at all. I will continue. I will try again. But for this challenge, saltwort is a no. I also tried to grow red shiso, which is Perilla frutescens. I do believe my issue there was that they weren't cold stratified. I did not pay attention to the directions. And that too, I will try again in the future. That is another member of the mint family that is said to be very beneficial. So, there's my 10 herbs. We have Roman chamomile, shungiku, wild bergamot, bee balm out there. Okay, shungiku, bee balm, lemongrass, Italian dandelion, mammoth basil, stevia, winter savory, and then the 2 that never germinated, saltwort and red shiso. My thumbnail for this video was a ramen noodle. I struggle to say ramen because my brain is thinking ramen noodle that I made earlier, that I often make. I just take a bunch of greens from the garden and I cut them up with scissors. And so in honor of the challenge today, it was more than my herbs, but I used a bunch of the shungiku. I also used Italian dandelion, and I added some of the mammoth basil. And those are all that I used from the challenge. And I want to say that this challenge I'm so very grateful for. This has just been, for one, it catapulted my channel. I was considering having a channel for several years now. Do I do, my worms, my vermicompost, the garden? Like, I'm into all that stuff. I love it, but do I really want to do a channel? And, this is the 2nd annual Planter Garden TV Herb Garden Challenge, and I heard him talking about it, and he was encouraging everybody. And if I didn't already say it in this video, he is the host. Planter Garden TV is the host of this challenge. You can find him at symbol PGTV101. By the way, if you go to my channel, go to my playlist under hashtag PlanterHGC 2024, and you can find all the videos for all the other participants, contestants, which there will be prizes and big prizes on the 30th. Today is the last update, June 25th, and the 30th is the award show, if you will. But back to Planter. He was really encouraging. He wanted everyone to join this challenge. Let's all try to grow 10 different herbs. and let's learn from each other, and let's learn from the herbs, and just keep growing. And throughout the entire challenge, he's been super duper encouraging and saying, come on guys, just drop more seeds, it's fine. If it died, if it didn't germinate, just keep trying, just don't give up growing. And heck yeah to you, planter. Thank you for that. And thank you for motivating me and encouraging me to join this challenge and thereby start my channel, because that was the kickoff for me, was the second annual Planter Herb Garden Challenge, in which we grew 10 different herbs. Okay, I grew 8, and win, lose, or draw, which I know I didn't win. I'm pretty sure I didn't win. It's fair. Win, lose, or draw, I didn't lose. I did not lose because I gained so much. You could say I gained friends. I was already, in touch with a lot of the people in the gardening community who are a part of this challenge, but still we connected and we talked. And actually, I'm super behind in watching videos, but the sense of camaraderie is just enhanced by doing these sort of collaborations, even though this is actually a contest. So yeah, I gained a community. I gained a stronger sense of this community and of myself as a gardener. And I learned so much about new herbs, even though I've got to replay the information and take notes in my head and just seeing what other people are growing, I can take this information forward and watch these videos in the future and continue to learn from them. God willing, I absolutely will be joining the Planter Garden, the Herb Garden Challenge next year, and I encourage you to as well. So thank you so much if you've made it this far. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your interest. If you enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up. I would very much appreciate that. And if you want to follow along and see what else I'm growing and continue to watch the progress of these herbs even after the challenge, consider subscribing to my channel. And welcome to the Elpie Dimension. I'm your host, Elpie. I wish you all the best, and grow on. Don't ever stop. Bye for now.